All right, let's do the NFL picks for Week 13. Let's update the standings. Justin leads with 110 overall wins. Mike has 105. Al has 104. I have 101. Jimmy has 89. We got our leader Justin on to do his picks. That's what you get when you're in the lead, man. You get put in the hot seat.
I get my own segment, man.
Your own segment where you can just pick real quick, no prep.
Yeah, I don't even know what any of the games. I don't even know who the Dolphins play.
We're just gonna go at it right here. All right,
let's go.
All right, it starts tonight. Seahawks are going to Dallas to play. Dak Prescott nominating himself for MVP.
Was he like trying to do his best LeBron impression?
I think so, man. I mean, yeah, you stat compile against bad teams, but
he's going to do that tonight, and I was actually correct with another random prediction of mine from before the season where I said Geno Smith was a one-year wonder.
Yeah, it looks like it.
And right. I think that Dallas D is going to eat him up.
Yeah, I agree. All right, let's go to Sunday. Let's go to the AFC South because that's boring. And let's go to Tennessee where the Colts will be in Tennessee. Who you got in this?
Dude, I've gotten the Colts like 3 weeks in a row, and I'm sticking with the Colts, man. They're a crappy team that's kind of hot.
All right. I like it. Let's go to New York. The Big Apple. As the Falcons. Gosh. The Falcons are going to play your hated Jets. Who you got in this?
You know, man, I almost want to take the Jets, but I can't. I'm going to take the Falcons.
All right, you're going to go Falcons here. Why not? What's wrong?
I hate the Jets so much, and they're also terrible. So, but the Falcons suck too. I mean, I would think that maybe like that Jets defense would destroy the Atlanta offense and, maybe win an ugly 13-10 game, but I don't even know if their offense can score 13 points.
Right.
So I'm just going to go with the Falcons since I'm not that sure. Right. I can't pick the Jets if I'm not that confident.
Man Campbell is going to where he came from before he was in Detroit. He's going down to New Orleans. Play the Saints in New Orleans. Who you got in this?
Oh, Detroit bounces back for sure. I still can't believe that freaking Thanksgiving game, dude. That was insane.
It really was. It's the NFL, man.
Yeah, no, those kind of games happen randomly.
Yeah, I mean, all that Lions 1 seed talk. I mean, that's what it was. We'll go. Let's go to Houston, where the Broncos have turned it around a little bit. They don't look. It's hard to say a team that lost gave up 70 points this year.
It doesn't look that bad.
No, they don't.
No, they really don't. What they've won, 4 in a row now?
Right, yeah. They're going to be in Houston playing. CJ Stroud, who played, there was a good game they played against the Jags, came up a little short.
That was a really fun game. All the games on Sunday were a lot of fun.
Yeah, those two quarterbacks look like the future. Houston and Jacksonville, that could be a nice little rivalry here moving forward because both those quarterbacks are for real.
Yeah, and that game was fun as hell.
Yeah,
man.
I like both those quarterbacks. I really like Trevor Lawrence, and I really like C.J. Stroud. God forbid, I don't know what the hell Carolina was thinking. I mean, that's Frank Reich was fired. I think he wanted to be fired after they didn't take C.J. Stroud.
Yeah, no, he's like, look at what my guy's doing, and look at what the guy picked right after.
I know, he's like, well, you know what? You're out of here. Like, good.
Good. I'll go be the OC for the Bills.
Right. All right. So who you got in this? Texans, Broncos.
Man, I'm gonna go with the Texans because, like you said, I like CJ Stroud a lot too. Okay. And I like the Houston coach, the guy from San Fran.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like him. And they're way better than I thought they were going to be. Tank Dell is a beast. And another wide receiver who's been hurt the past 2 weeks, Noah Brown, is probably going to be back. And the 2 games, I only know this because he's on my fantasy teams. But the 2 games he played before he missed these last 2, he had like 150 yards and 170 yards and like 3 or 4 touchdowns.
You're talking about D'Amico Ryans, the coach of the Texans.
Yeah, D'Amico Ryans. There you go. I was like, man, I know he played for Alabama. Like, I liked him as a player. Like, I just couldn't put my finger on it.
Well,
but yeah, with Noah Brown possibly coming back, and yeah, I just really like the Texans. I want them to win, so I'm going to pick them.
Okay. All right. Well, let's move on. Let's go to. Oh man, let's go to. Oh, New England, the god awful Patriots. God, it sounds so good to say that, doesn't it?
It does. It feels great every weekend, man.
It's like, man, we went like over, like probably I was saying that we've been our whole adult lives without being able to.
20 years.
Yeah, now without, like, maybe when we were kids they sucked, but we've been our whole adults without being able to say legitimately the god awful Patriots. But they are. It's a dumpster fire there. They're like,
it really is.
They're like calling plays like out of spite.
I don't know how they won 2 games.
I mean, that game last week was absolutely terrible. And now your coach, the other guy that you've been wanting fired, Staley, is taking his Chargers in there to play the Patriots. This is going to be really not fun to watch.
I'm going to take the guy that I've been picking against all season, and I'm going to take the Chargers.
Yeah, me too.
Because the Patriots are that bad, and Justin Herbert's still elite. The Patriots are going to find a way to screw this up.
They're terrible, man. What do you do
so
there?
bad.
What do you do there? Does Bill Belichick just resign, or do you fire Bill Belichick? Do you fire the 6-time Super Bowl winning champion?
No, what you do is you pull them aside and you're like, look, dude, we got to go our separate ways.
You got to step down. We're not going to fire you, but if you don't, you got to.
What you do is you give him the opportunity.
He seems like he wants to get fired or something. Like he won't just retire. He might just like, nope. I don't think you can fire him.
Well, that's why
you got to give up the GM. You got to give up the GM.
You got to fire him.
Yeah.
You got to fire him, but the way you do it is you pull him into the office and you're like, look, dude, like, obviously you're not an idiot. This is not working. Do you really want to start from scratch and rebuild for the next 4 years? Because we don't want to do that with you. We want to get a young coach in here. We got to start fresh. You're the fucking man. We'll name the goddamn stadium after you. And you control the narrative and you say, oh, I'm stepping down or whatever you want to say. But if you don't, you're fired.
Yeah. Well, all right, Chargers in that one. Let's go to Pittsburgh, where the Steelers, all they do is win, no matter what. Because that's what Tomlin does. I mean, it's never amazing. Had a losing record. That is amazing. It really is. Leader of men, dude. That's the guy, like, when hell freezes over, you're going to be like, let's just follow him. I'd follow that guy.
He'll figure it out. Him and Man Campbell.
Yeah. Well, I mean, wow, he just never lost. I know that. What an organization. It
doesn't
just
hurt where he's been at.
No, they do things good up there in Pittsburgh. I mean, it's really impressive. But their hosts, they just win no matter what. All right?
It's crazy.
If they're hosting the Cardinals. This is a game they might lose, though. They got a couple games above 500. You don't want to get too crazy here.
Yeah, but it's the Cardinals, bro.
I know.
I mean, look what Matt Stafford did to them last weekend.
Right. Okay. All right, Dolphins. Our Dolphins are going to the nation's capital to play the commies. And
How about this being Ron Rivera's last game? Dolphins ain't 50.
Wow. All right. I like that.
A-Chain's coming back.
From that fun, that would be just exciting game. This might be an exciting game, though. You never know. Dolphins, you never know on the road.
Yeah, and every now and then, that kid they got a quarterback,
Sam Howell can sling it. He can sling it.
Every now and then he gets after it, man.
No, he can throw it. He can sling it. He's going to put up some numbers.
Yeah, but
it's not him. I think they got. Yeah, that's true.
He's putting up 2 numbers, and it's going to be 2 picks by Jalen Ramsey.
There you go, man. Jalen Ramsey really has brought it for the Dolphins when he's been in there.
He's awesome.
He's been way worth it. All right, let's go to. Oh my God, real stinker. NFC South. Talk about a crap division.
Oh God.
I mean, it's terrible. All right, you got the Panthers now. They're going to go down to Tampa. Panthers are like the worst team in the NFL. I'm surprised that they have a win, and they're going to play the Bucs in Tampa. So,
oh yeah, the Bucs at home.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not going to get that weird new coach rah crap. I was thinking about it, but
right,
Bucs at home.
That's true, but yeah. Okay,
yeah, they're so bad.
Yeah. All right, let's go to that stinker to the game of the week. Probably 49ers going to be in Philly. Mike Shanahan was wondering why they were favored, and I agree with him, but they are on the road in Philly. Who you got?
I'll tell you why they're favored. They're favored because the running game and defense travels.
Right.
And they got both of those.
Yeah.
And their weapons are all healthy. Kittle's healthy. Ayuk is healthy. What's his name? Debo is healthy. That defense is monstrous.
Yeah.
The Eagles have been playing with fire for like a month.
Right. You had it. You almost called it last week. With the
I know.
Bills. I felt that too. I was sticking with Philly, though. You think so? You got 49ers this week.
I got the 49ers, man. The Eagles have been playing with fire, man. They can't keep playing like this against good teams and keep sneaking away like they're freaking Alabama throwing 4th and 31s.
Okay. All right. Let's go to the Browns and the Rams in LA. Who you got?
You know what?
One. Yeah, they'll get you.
It's a tough one.
Pick it.
I'm going to go with the Rams. I'm going with the Rams, man. I mean, the Browns offense is so bad now. And Matt Stafford looked great last weekend. So, I mean, if Stafford puts up 17 points, I think they win.
All right.
And I think Stafford can do it, especially with Kyron Williams back healthy, man. He also blew up last weekend.
Okay.
So I got the Rams.
All right. Let's go to North Florida. The Sunday night game. This looked a lot better just a couple of weeks ago. This looked like a really fun game. 2 historically bad teams that have 2 new up-and-coming quarterbacks, but unfortunately Joe Burrow is hurt, and the Bengals are going to be in Jacksonville taking on Trevor Lawrence and the Jaguars. Who you got?
Man, I hope the Jacksonville fans show up and make that like a college atmosphere, man. With the Bengals coming into town, prime time. They're, I mean, the 2nd seed right now or something in the AFC.
Big statement win for the Jags.
Yeah, I mean that crowd needs to show up and show out, and if they do, it's not going to matter even if they don't, because they don't have Joe Burrow. So the Jags are going to win that no matter what. But I want that atmosphere, man. Like I want Jacksonville to do something. You know, I mean, I still hate them because of that last game against Marino, but
right.
I like this team. I like Trevor Lawrence. You know, Rayshon Jenkins from Miami's on there.
All right, Justin, we got your picks in week 13 in the books. Justin has a 5-game lead. We'll see if he lets anybody back into the race. As you can check out all the shows wherever you get your podcast, or check out the website at thenflsn.com. The link to the YouTube and the podcast is there. Until next week, we'll talk to you next time, right here on the North Florida Sports Network.
We had to go. Our ride was here. We got a shuttle to our